This is take two because the first one I filmed you can only see from my nose down. Yeah. So, today is prompt day. Let's close the door. I don't know if it's in the way. Today is prompt day for, well, there's no cover on there really, for the Crazy Train Scavenger Hunt a Masse journal for Sugar's Candies group, or if you're not in the group, you can participate along through YouTube. I'll have a playlist going. So yeah, I took the time and I'll show you guys what I did and how I set up my book. It's just a magazine, so I'll show you guys. So I just wanted to show you what I worked on. Nobody sent me any pictures to my emails, and that's perfectly fine. Quite a few people have posted in the photo album on Sugar's Candies, which I'll put the link down below. There's going to be lots of links down below by the end of the video. So in the end, I just wound up taking this really huge magazine that I've been hoarding since 2008. That was back when I was a professional cook. So it's like 13 inches by 9 1/4-ish. And it had like really nice thick pages, like it's really super glossy, so like to prepare a page, I just rough up the page a bit with like a sanding foam block thingy, and I would go in, since I cut some pages out of here already, where it was weak, I just put some painter's tape. Oops, these got stuck together. So a couple of them have some painter's masking tape. There's a masking tape. Painter's masking tape to strengthen it. Like there, you can see here, and then I just painted it with like some old, like I've had this thing of paint forever, and it's all gloppy and stuff, and I don't know if you can pick up the texture on the page, and then just sprayed it with some homemade dilution sprays that I made, which I just posted a video last night about. I'll put that in the description box. So I started a new series called For Mad Science, where I'm going to try doing DIY stuff and see if it works, or hacks, or ideas that I have. So For Mad Science, it'll be my new series, and there'll be a playlist for that. So yeah, I really like how you can kind of sort of see the stuff from the magazine, a little bit of text, some texture from the crappy old white paint, and a splash of color from the dilution sprays, and it has like a really cool effect. So like for prepping pages, it's like super awesome. So this is the first, well, it's the second spread I did. The first one I'm going to show you because I want to be backwards, haha. It's the patterns one, and I didn't finish it, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to finish before I set out the next prompts. Like, there's no time limit. You can work on it as long as you wish. You can do whatever you wish with it. I don't know, and I super like the page the way it is. Like, I wasn't being careful about stuff poking out from like this frame that I added on, because I was going to continue doing stuff inside, and I will. I have some other patterns that I want to put in, but I really liked how this turned out. I might do this like I joked around in Sugar's Candies, like, is it possible to hoard a page and not finish it because you don't want to ruin it? So this is my patterns one. I got, well, this one's so far, no, not true. Mostly magazine clippings, and in this corner here, which I'm super proud of, and I might do a little video on it. I don't want to move the book. Let's see what it looks. I made like a little weave, basket weave of tiny little strips of pattern paper. I hope the book's still in frame. So I had a lot of fun with that. I worked on it mostly yesterday. And then my other spread is from my childhood, and that's what I did, and I posted it, I think, last week. I actually did this like a day or two after I posted the prompt. And I thought this one would have been much harder for me and the pattern's easier, and I found the reverse. And some of you had an easy time with one and really hard time with the other, and it was completely random for everybody. And I know some of you got frustrated, and the point's not to make an impossible one, because you don't know. And I was surprised when I started going through magazines. Like, the most random things would, like, bring up a memory from my childhood, like chamomile. Like, there's a picture of chamomile in an advertisement for some herbal cream or something, and it made me remember how when I was, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11, my dad's girlfriend used to send me out every morning to pick the chamomile flowers in the herb garden so we could dry them, and it was like one of my tasks. And then there was like a potted plant and another, I forget what, in the magazine, in a macrame, and it made me remember how my dad's girlfriend at the time also had like windows and windows and windows. All the windows were full of plants hanging in macrames. And yeah, going to the beach and fishing and hunting with my dad, and going to the fair, the carnival, or amusement parks, and kids cereal, gingerbread, Where's Waldo books. I freaking loved Where's Waldo books when I was a little kid. Playing Monopoly with my cousins, cartoons, fairy tales. Since I was like, as long as I remember, I think I was a toddler, 2, 3 max, I was obsessed with carousels, and I still am today. And if anybody's wondering who this kind of creepy dude is, he's Bonhomme Carnaval for the Winter Carnival Festival in Quebec City, and he still looks like that. It's an old mascot, but they've kept him the same. And not gonna lie, he kind of looks creepy, but he's part of being Quebecois. And oh, I forget there's a Men Without Hats. So the band who did Safety Dance. They're from Montreal. And in one of their music videos, they have a bunch of people dressed up as Bonhomme Carnaval dancing. It was kind of funny. If I can find it, I'll post the link to the music video in the description box. So that's what I did. I skipped this page because I have like this, I don't know, maybe I'll make a pocket to put stuff in, so when I'm like going through stuff I can slide it in. And I started working on my cover, and I found 2 more train pictures. I'm having such a hard time finding train pictures. So and like, this one's not even a train picture, it's a train bridge. So eventually I'll have it all covered up. I reinforced the spine with my rainbow duct tape, which I adore, and it kind of matches the balloon. And then the back of this, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's the Great Wall of China, but the photograph is just beautiful, so I don't know. Eventually, if I find enough train pictures, maybe I'll do it. And I was harvesting magazines at work yesterday. Oh yes, here's a idea for another video. Dump. So like, he would have been good for my childhood thing, but I'm actually going to put him in my travel journal. But yeah, so lots of magazines. So I just used a sturdy magazine. You could use whatever. And so thanks for sticking out with this, and we'll get to the next prompts. So yeah, last week's prompt, just to go over it, was fun, fabulous, and funky patterns. So anything patterns. And the other one was from my childhood. And I had a lot of fun with them. And I know a lot of the ladies who participated had a lot of fun. And I know that there was some problems. Some things frustrated a few people, which I'll get into that a bit later. So without further ado, this week's prompts, the first one, I'm running with an idea from someone who participated and commented some ideas on my last video. So Emily suggested hand lettering, either your own or from somebody else, which is a very, very good idea, but I'm going to enlarge it and expand the idea just a little bit to make it easier on folks. So everything font, typography, and hand lettering. So I think that will be really fun. I am a super huge font geek. I did 2 semesters in graphic design back in college after photography and before having to quit college for financial reasons. So, huge font geek. I couldn't find it and I'm so disappointed. I wanted to show it to you, but I'll link to a video that I made of a flip through. So it was the Lettering Book of Alphabets, which is a kid's book that I've had since I was a kid. So I was a font geek and nerd from elementary school. So it's a book to encourage kids and young adults to do their own hand lettering. And it's a book, it's an old scholastic book from the 90s. So probably hard to find, but I did a flip through of all the pages. So if you want some inspiration, I'll put the link to the video down below. It's one of my earlier videos from I think November or December, but really a goodie. And other ideas for where you can find it, because that's where the frustration comes from. Some of you couldn't find what you were looking for. So fonts, typography are literally everywhere. So advertisements, your junk mail, newspapers, magazines, pamphlets, like it's everywhere. And kind of going along with the no Googling rule, I'm going to extend for this one, don't go on the computer or internet and download fonts and type them up in Word and print it and do that. It kind of defeats the purpose of a scavenger hunt. However, if you want to look on font sites, and there's so many, like the font, 1001 fonts, like there's so many font sites, look them up and you can try hand drawing them to give you an idea. Same principle as the lettering book, so it'll give you an idea on to draw your own lettering. There's so many videos online. You can dig out your stamps if you got funky stamps and do some stamping. So yeah, that one should be a relatively easy one, especially enlarged. So thank you, Emily, for contributing, and I added your other ideas to the master list. Pardon me, to the master list. And if you have ideas for prompts, let me know, and I'll add them in, and I'll incorporate them, and we'll do them. Pardon me, I have hiccups. Last time I was sneezing, this time I have hiccups. And the other prompt, which might be easy, it could be one that could be easy or difficult, and in honor of, I'm going on a little 2-day trip at the end of the week, so places I have been and places I want to go. And you can do a spread for one, a spread for the other, or like combine them together, or one, sky's the limit. There's no rules, or practically no rules. So yeah, in places where you could find stuff like that, like travel magazines, you can like go to tourism offices, like I don't know, in Quebec, like each geographical region kind of has its tourism bureau, where you can go get pamphlets and flyers and magazines and stuff like that. Truck stops will often have like a rack with pamphlets and flyers and stuff. I actually went to a camping goods store last week, and they had some free magazines in the doorway, so those would be good, and actually I grabbed some of those. So I was hoping to find trains and stuff, and also I'm an avid outdoors person, so yeah, I'll go to a camping store and you'll lose me in there for a while. You can also go to travel agencies. They'll have pamphlets and brochures, and you can probably, for destinations, get them online. So order them online. So, Googling. So hopefully these ones will be a bit easier than the childhood one. And yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. About the childhood one, I really, and kind of the same thing with the travel one, I wanted to kind of invoke, like the childhood one, I wanted to invoke memories and stuff, and it's really cool how flipping through magazines, seeing these one little images, I didn't mention it but like licking batter off of the spoon or the beater, but so I wanted to invoke memories. So I hope I hope I succeeded in that. I certainly succeeded with myself, and drew up some memories that I hadn't thought of in quite some time. So there's that one, and hopefully the travel one will do the same. And I want to keep things a bit more interesting than just things with the letter A, or, you know, so that's why patterns and fonts and stuff like that. And if they're too difficult and you want something like really easy, just let me know and I can do something really easy. If the frequency is too much or not enough, we can adjust that. Either I can do monthly 4 prompts that give you time to work on 4 different spreads, or I can do weekly 1 or 2 prompts, or stick with the 2 prompts every 2 weeks. So let me know how you feel with that. I guess we'll find in time what rhythm we like. And there's no, you know, the people who are frustrated, they couldn't find what they were looking for. That's kind of what makes it a scavenger hunt. But there's no time limit. You don't have to complete in the 2 weeks before the next prompts. You can skip prompts if you're just not inspired by them. Skip them completely. If you're just starting, I'll always have a list of the previous prompts. Go look at them, choose which ones you like. And in my case, I'm going to start a page just for myself. I am absolutely addicted to everything watermelon, and I'm going to start a page for watermelons, because I'm me, watermelons. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Oh yeah, for one of the ladies who was having a hard time finding stuff from her childhood drew a spread. So she did doodles, she did like, she made lists of things, like kind of bullet journal-ish. It was like very reminiscent of a bullet journal page, and she did like bullets of different things like TV shows, movies, activities, and like really pretty like handwritings and colors and stuff. So you can always do that. Like, all this is a way to give you guys a direction to run in and to inspire you. So make it what you will. And I really, really, really love seeing everybody's pictures in the photo album. If you want me to feature one of your pictures in the next video, just leave a comment in the photo album or send it to my email, which I'll leave here. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next 2 weeks, and I hope you guys do too. So if you want, there will be a dedicated playlist for the Crazy Train prompts. If you want to get notifications, there's a little bell symbol somewhere down below in the description area-ish thing, and then you'll get emails for when I post, but you'll get emails for all my videos, so it's up to you. And you can subscribe or follow the posts in Sugar's Candies, which I'll put down below. So yeah, and if you want to watch, I posted a video yesterday for a new series that I'm starting called For Mad Science, for science, where I try doing DIY things and me being me and clumsy and kind of a muck-up. It might be interesting to see which ones I succeed at, which ones I failed. So I did one yesterday for dilution sprays, so you can watch that, and I put the link down below. So the link for my video on the lettering book will be there, Sugar's Candies, the photo album, and my last video. I think that's it. So it's a pleasure hanging out and talking with you guys online, and yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have fun with this week's prompts. Bye!